Hello to everybody watching. It is Connor here. Today is January 19th, and I took 3 trades today, so let's dive into it. The first trade I got in was at 11:06 in the morning. I got 478 calls at 1.16 per contract. Got 3 of those, and I sold 2 at 1.40 for a 20% gain on that one. And then I've kind of got stopped out on my final contract at 1.03 for an 11% loss. So overall, not too bad. Let's dive into this one. So the reason I got in, the 9 and 20 EMA had already crossed over from earlier and was still bouncing off that 9 here. Also, the volume was still pretty high from the open. And then the TTM squeeze on the 3-minute chart was still on the rise, and as well on the 15 it had reversed. So that is why I got in. The only thing bad about this one obviously was that I didn't sell earlier. There's 2 things. I could have saw that the TTM squeeze reversed right here and got out right about up here. Moving on to the second trade, I got in at noon today. I am at 477 calls at 2.14 per contract. I got 3 of those as well. And then I got stopped out on this one for a 22% loss at 1.66 per contract. So let's also dive into this one here. So really the only thing I liked about this one was the 9. It was still bouncing off that 9 EMA, and really that was the only thing. I kind of forced this one a little bit. The TTM squeeze on the 15-minute chart, as you can see, was red down here, and usually that's an indicator that it's very choppy and it's just not going to go anywhere. So I should have saw that. And also the volume was quite dead in this little snippet here where I took this trade. So overall, pretty bad trade on my part. Let's move to my final trade here. Just shortly after that one at 12:15 p.m. I got 479 calls at 0.64 per contract. Then I sold 2 of those just 10 minutes later at 0.77 right here. Sold another 2 shortly after that at 1.23 per contract up here. And then I sold my final 2 at 1.3 shortly after that one. So this one was a whopping 103% gain overall. So as you can see on this trade, I did scale out. I bought 6 contracts here, sold 2 here, another 2 here, and then another 2 here. So the one entry I liked on this one was obviously it bounced right off that 9 EMA again, like it has been all morning basically. And also the volume started to pick up a lot on this one. The downside on this trade, even though it was a 103% profit, I could have held a little bit longer. As you could see, it was still going up on the 3-minute TTM squeeze here. And also it didn't peak at the 15-minute chart TTM squeeze until around 2 o'clock. So I could have held that another hour and a half for another potential 50-60% gain. So, but I was already up a lot, so I just took my money and ran, because as you know, or maybe you didn't, but SPY today hit all-time highs. It blew past 480 right here. It just kept going up. It ended at 482.5 at market close. So those are my 3 trades today. Had a few bad ones, but one major one to make up for it. So that's kind of the most important thing, is stop losses. You make sure you follow the rules and get out when you need to, because you can have some 103% profits, and that would just be good. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, we'll see you next time.